Hey, it's Lori Alvarez. And this morning, of course, you all know I ride every day, right? I have to do my ride every morning. It gets me up, it gets me moving, it gets the adrenaline going. It does everything I need it to do for me personally so that I can get prepared for the day, right? And so this morning, the thing that registered, like really settled into my soul, into my being, into my belief was mental toughness comes before the strength. And I thought, mental toughness comes before the strength. How could that be? How can you become mentally tough before you're strong? How do you process that? And I just thought about that all morning long. I've thought about that and I played it back in my life. And I've been like, where does that come from? Where am I at in my mental toughness? And what does mental toughness really mean? What does that truly mean? And so when I said that, when I thought that, I thought, okay, it means that I need to believe in myself. Lori, you need to get up and you need to believe in yourself. You need to get the work done. I need to show up, right? Or I can just hang out in bed, right? Not happy, not doing anything, not accomplishing anything. Or I could just like go, excuse the language, screw around and have fun. Or I can get up and choose to do the work, to determine what I want to accomplish, right? So I had to believe in myself. And that's like, do I believe in myself? Or should I give up on myself, right? And then like once you believe in yourself, then you just physically have to get up and go do the work. You got to show up. Like I said, you've got to do it. And then you start doing the work and it gets tough. Like I relate this to home buyer searches, right? Home buyers get up every day and they search and look for houses and they're asking us to search and help them look for homes. And with a tight inventory market like we do, like we're experiencing, we go, oh, there is none. Never mind. It just got hard. Right? Or you can relate this to your exercise when you get up and you go, okay, I'm going to go into my gym and I'm going to knock it out. Right? And then you're like, well, I can only do 5 pounds. I mean, I love when I see women in the gym and they're like, oh, I can only do 5 pounds. And I'm like, your purse weighs more than that. Right? So you got to get up and you got to do the work. You got to lift. Right? And then you got to continue to lift, right? That's what the work is. And it doesn't get easier. Sometimes you need assistance. Sometimes you need someone to help you, right? To encourage you to move on, to push through the pain when it gets hard, when you want to give up, when you want to give up on yourself. Why would you do that? No, then you need to shore up. You need to show up and you need to lean in to the strength that you're building. The strength that you're building, which came from the mental toughness, right? Right? Then you just move through the hard. You're sweating. It's hard. You're crying. You're hurting, whatever it is. All this stuff's going on in your brain and you're like, I don't know. And yet you can, because you just showed up. You said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to knock it out, right? Don't give up on yourself. Do it. Move it forward, right? Then you continue to move up. You become much stronger. I relate this to all of the real estate agents that I get to personally work with. And I take it back to where I was so long ago when I was in the business and I was just starting out and I would be like, oh my gosh, this is so hard. People don't want to talk to me. People don't like me. People don't want to be in business with me, right? People don't want me to help them because I'm not good enough or I just don't know what I'm doing. And I would build all these crazy stories in my head and I would be like, yeah, oh my gosh, I can't do it. It's so hard. Mental toughness, right? Yes, I could. I just had to change the story. I just had to say, like, hey, Lori, you just haven't met the one that wants your help yet. You're awesome. You're worth it. You got more than that. You can do it. You can move forward, right? And then you just keep moving through all of the no's. You keep moving through all of the hard things that happen to say, nope, this isn't it. You move, right? You stay here or here. You just move through. Yeah, you can plow through too. Believe me, I've done that. I'm that person. And yet that doesn't get you the results you want. I had a great conversation with a friend the other day. We sat down and that was what we really were talking about, right? Was the mental toughness. They joined us the other day and they said, well, when opinions are different and people think differently and people do things differently, right? That becomes so hard because we all get caught up in us. And yet that doesn't bring us to where we want to be together, right? So how do we receive when life gets hard? It's all in our mental toughness. It's really where it is. Because then you become strong enough to set yourself aside to see that someone else just might need your support. To see that life is better when we are together, when we come together, rather than being strong and doing it all alone, or being, as I like to say, weak and not accomplishing anything. We are a better community. Our government is calling us to rise up right now. Come together, be so much more. Do it together. We may not like the things that we hear or the things that we see, and we sure don't like some of the results that are coming from it. But you are called to rise up to mental toughness and to share it forward in such a way that it brings us together, not apart. So what will you do today? Because I know today, like my good friend Rick says to me, I will go today and help someone change their life. What are you going to do? Because what you choose to do is what comes out of our community, our friendships, our relationships, our neighborhoods, our lives, and yes, our government. You do count. You can make the difference. You just need to get mentally tough and believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to. So do it. And then make sure it's in the light. Hey, thanks so much. I'm Lori Alvarez. I appreciate it. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. How did you show up today? How did it make a difference? You can check me out at lorialvarez.net. And don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hit a plateau of another amount of subscribers, and I'm so excited. Thank you to those who have. I'm Lori Alvarez. Thanks again.